Everybody that's involved in this R. Kelly scandal is trash, starting with R. Kelly. Lock everybody up and throw away the key. Starting with R. Kelly. Just throw his key away. He already in there. He's trash. The girls, the parents, the runners, the associates. These people are trash. These people have no morals. R. Kelly went out of his way to get them tapes back because he knew that girl was underage, y'all. R. Kelly was willing to pay Charles Freeman $1 million. Go fetch that tape and bring it back to me. That's what that was. These people are trash. They have no morals. They have no heart. R. Kelly will sleep with your daughter, your granddaughter, your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your friend, your friend's friends, your cousins, and possibly your brother too. That's who he is. This is a mess. This is crazy. This is really, really trifling. And here we have Sparkle. Sparkle, we didn't believe you. We wanted to, but we didn't believe you. For years, you've been lying. Talking about you ain't never slept with Robert. Your husband said you slept with him. Your associates say you slept with him. The people that you were around on a day-to-day basis. The man you shared your home with, he said you did it, baby. We already knew it. We wanted to believe you. We just didn't. We couldn't. Everybody is guilty. There is not one innocent person in this scandal.
The entire testimony today revolving around child pornography tapes and payoffs. The man testifying, Charles Freeman, was granted an immunity deal by the government to go on the record. He not only knew about the nature of the tapes he was paid to retrieve and recover, but made copies of them himself to be sure he'd be paid. And he kept those copies for years. Charles Freeman testified he started working with R. Kelly in the 90s doing merchandising for Kelly's concert tours. He said the two became friends. A relationship that changed when he says Kelly called him in 2001, telling him he wanted him to recover some tapes. Ultimately, Freeman said he verbally negotiated a $1 million payout in exchange for the original tape, but only $140,000 in a written contract. Freeman says within days he traveled to Atlanta to an address provided by Kelly's team with two men. Testifying, a young lady came to the door. He told her he was there to recover the expletive tapes you stole from Robert Kelly. She put her hands up and pointed him in the right direction. He left with 3 tapes. Only one was a tape involving Kelly. He then went to a Walmart and purchased a VCR recorder and blank tapes, making copies because he didn't trust Kelly's team to pay him. Freeman testified observing in the tape he recovered and copied Kelly having sex with a young girl, urinating on her and putting lotion on her face. He said you can hear both Kelly and the girl refer to her body parts as 14 years old. He never called the police. Prosecutors asked why. At one point, he said, quote, because the police wasn't going to pay me $1 million. In 2019, Freeman turned the copies over to his attorney after an attorney reached him about holding child porn for Robert Kelly, and that's what led to his involvement in this trial. Now, Freeman's demands for all of the money owed continued for years. He was paid in installments all the way up to and after the 2008 trial where Kelly was acquitted. We expect cross-examination to start tomorrow morning. Defense attorneys will question Freeman in the testimony we heard today, and it could get heated. In their opening statements, they called him a con man and an extortionist.
Oh, man, Mr. R. Kelly. To come to find out that him and my wife Sparkle was messing around was my greatest downfall. Oh man, Mr. R. Kelly. To come to find out that him and my wife Sparkle was messing around was my greatest downfall.
Another lie. Robert and I were never in a romantic relationship. Never. To show you sabotage is a highly priority within them. If Robert and I were in a romantic relationship, you and your mom was cool allowing you to start a relationship with him, again, no right answers for their actions.
Everything that's going on in this R. Kelly scandal ain't nothing but God. God did a U-turn on this case for a reason. Everything that's in the dark will come to light. God shedding light on all these demonic spirits and wrongdoing that these people have been involved in for decade after decade after decade. That's what this is. It doesn't matter who told a lie and why. At the end of the day, there was R. Kelly on that tape with that little girl. She was underage at the time. That's the only thing that matters. Let me explain something to y'all. It doesn't matter if the girl mama put R. Kelly's name in her husband's obituary. It doesn't matter if the daddy was still working with R. Kelly after the fact. It doesn't matter if he bought the girl a car or a truck, put her in a house or apartment or a condo, had her at his house during the 2008 trial, bought her jewelry, put money in her pocket. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that was R. Kelly on tape with that girl. And at the time, she was underage. That's the only thing that matters. The lies don't matter. That tape wasn't doctrine. Doesn't matter how many copies have circulated. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that was that girl on that tape. And she has now admitted that that was her on that tape. We all been knew. But that's all it took. When you people get done making excuses for R. Kelly, the fact of the matter is that was R. Kelly on tape with that girl. And at the time, she was underage. If it was your child, your grandchild, your niece, your cousin, whoever, would you still be sitting online making excuses for R. Kelly? Would you still be defending R. Kelly? Because none of the excuses matter. The only thing that matters is that that was R. Kelly on tape with that girl. And at the time, she was underage. R. Kelly went out of his way to cover up a crime he committed on a child. And y'all still making excuses for that? Shame on you.